Okay guys, that was an echidna, in case anybody didn't know what that was. Not a hedgehog, okay? This is going to be a video on the Australian 1 quart Stockman's pot, okay? The thing to say, this is pretty obscure, right? A piece of gear. And it's one of those things that's kind of like dying out, you know, not many people are using them. And it would be a shame to lose it completely, alright? It's a little bit of kind of a link to the past type thing. And I do like that kind of traditional gear, you know what I mean? And it's nice to see these things kind of revived and still used out there, do you know what I mean? So the 1 quart Stockman's pot, as the name might suggest, was used by stockmen. It was also used by drovers, and also the military, the cavalry, used it as well, you know, like lancers and the light horse and all this kind of stuff. In the post-war period, post-Second World War, it kind of fell out of favour simply because horses, the use of horses in stockman yard cattle stations started to decline, obviously, alright, and motorised transport started to take over, okay? And if you go out to, you know, a cattle range today, you're more likely to find a quad bike or, you know, a motorbike than you are a stockman on a horse, okay? So it started to die out a little bit. It's still used by people who are into horse riding, you know, people who horse ride in the bush, but pretty obscure piece of gear. It would be a shame to lose it completely, do you know what I mean? It's quite a nice design. These would have been in use from, you know, around about the mid 19th century, and then probably sort of like again starting to die out post Second World War. They were even issued to Australian troops in the Pacific during the Second World War. There's a little bit of recorded history about that. It may just be a case of they ran out of the proper mess tins, and the quartermaster had to issue the old First World War kit, the old Stockman's. They're usually a quart, alright? That's an imperial quart. The one I've got is a little bit smaller, but what I'll do is I'll break it out. I'll break out my gear, find a little place to set up my stove, and you know, I'll take you through it. It's a very nice little piece of gear. Okay guys, let's get close up and personal, and I'll show you the Stockman's 1 quart pot. Alright, so actually this one's a little bit small. Like I said, it's about 750 milliliters, okay? So normally they would have been a little bit bigger, and they would have been carried in a leather case, alright, at the side of the horse like that. And quite often they were oval shaped, but occasionally they were round, okay? So essentially you have 2 cups that nest inside each other, right? This one's called the pannikin, alright? So you know, you use that as a little auxiliary companion type cup, and that's your main cooking or boiling vessel, okay? Very nifty little bit of gear. What I've been doing is just storing tinder and your brew kit in there, alright? Now this one's a little bit less traditional because it's stainless steel, alright? It's made by a company called Odd River, who do equestrian type equipment, okay? So it's a little bit less traditional because it's stainless. Traditionally it would have been tin plate and it would have been soldered, alright? The other mob, or the other group that do still do Stockman pots, is called RM Williams, okay? RM Williams, quite a well-known Australian brand, and they do a couple of different versions, right? And theirs look a little bit more traditional, alright? They have a copper one, which looks very nice, but a tad expensive. This one comes in somewhere 45, 50, something like that. And the RM Williams ones is a little bit more high end, and they come in around about the 100 mark, okay? But there you go, the old Stockman's pot. Again, a little bit of a dying tradition. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to boil my billy, alright, which is about ready to go actually. Have a cup of tea, okay, and then I'm going to just have some, heat up some beef stew in my Stockman's pot, alright. They didn't have any echidna stew, so I'm just going to have good old fashioned beef. So pretty basic, just out on a bit of a day hike, really basic food, the good old Australian Stockman's pot.